Hey, how's it going, everybody? We've been really busy over the past 2 years developing our very own women's lacrosse stick.
We are really proud of it. So stop by the shop. We would love to tell you more about it.
Good Stick Co. Come get a stick.
Pojď dál. Víš, že v Radotíně je spousta míst, kde můžeš sportovat? Stačí si vybrat. Badminton nebo plavání. Basket. Atletika. Beach volejbal. Gymnastika. Lacrosse. Akvatlon. Cyklistika. Plážový fotbal. Volejbal. Horolezení. Kuželky. Softball nebo tenis. Já už jsem si vybral. A co ty?
Hello, lacrosse friends. Good to have you back with us. And it's good to be back here at the 30th Aleš Hřebeský Memorial in the little slice of heaven they call Radotín. We're at the 15th place game. I'm Steven Stamp, and I'm glad to be calling Malešice in their very yellow jerseys against the Res Dogs in the red with the white. Malešice with the first possession. That shot drifts well wide, and Jiří Ullman will pick it up. We have a whistle. It's going to be a slashing call, a penalty early in the game. It's going to be Ryan Schooler. Res Dogs got here winning their pool play games to beat Seoul 7-0, beat Nizhny Mesto 7-6 in quite a game. Then they ran into some tough competition, lost 10-5 to the Green Gales, 9-3 to the Moon Bears, and their final game leading up to the 7-2 to Adler. That's going to get away from Nizhny Mesto, and they're going to squander their first power play opportunity. Jan Rudzak heads back on to D number 8 for Nizhny Mesto. He's joined there by Nolan Dykes. Vince Cree, little shovel pass in, behind the back fake. As Travis Whitlow has 3 goals in the tournament, still has the ball. He's going for the dunk. Missed a little bit and he lands in the crease, so that's going to be possession to Malešice. Malešice got here, they lost their opening game. They were in quite a pool. Here's a drive by Krzysztof Adamiec. Off the far post. Yeah, they were in a pool with the Minneapolis Wheat Kings and the Moon Bears, where all three, they split, each team won a game. The scores were all either 6-4 or 5-3. Let's take a look here. Yeah, they won 6-4. They lost 6-4 to Minneapolis. They beat the Moon Bears 6-3. 6-4, sorry, the same score. And the other score was a 5-3. The Moon Bears over Minneapolis, all of which added up to a 3-way tie in the pool. Everyone even. Nobody had a plus or minus on the goals. Everyone had either 9 goals for and 9 against, or 10 goals for and 10 against. So we went to tiebreakers, and Malešice wound up on top of that, so they got a play-in game. That meant they went up against some pretty solid competition, running into Purple Rain, where they lost 11-2. Then they played the Turku Titans. Lost 6-3 to them, and then the German Shepherds, where they suffered a 7-4 loss. Cody LaForme has it up at the top. Oh, they try and get it back to him. It's a little bit too far. Vince Cree's pass was just high. Cree now cutting. Early save, the first save there for Malešice. Andre Polata is between the pipes. Cody LaForme takes it back. Cody LaForme only seems to score clutch goals and highlight reel goals. He has a knack. He's got the clutch gene in him, and he really feels it. You can see when it comes down to a time they need something, he's looking for the ball. I mean, he'll handle the ball anyway, but he just needs the ball when something's on the line, and it's a wise idea to give it to him because he will help your team out. Here's Vince Cree, scored a gorgeous BTB from downtown the other day. Loses the ball here, running off with his Dykes, but there's 3 Res Dogs all around him. Coming away with it is Vincent Prohashka. He gets leveled. He's going to get back up and get the ball back. And tosses it there for Matej Sukup. Sukup slips on the crease. It's rained the last couple of days, so the turf is still a little bit slick. Here's a drive for Turlik. That hard shot turned aside. Goaltender for the Res Dogs is Deonadage Nicholas. Res Dogs coming from the Six Nations area. Six Nations of the Grand River. Malešice It's a hard shot by Jan Rudzak. The rebound is picked up. They're going to have a fresh 30 for about 5 minutes into the first of two 15-minute running time halves. Adam Yates is fighting through up top as the stick whacked right out of his hands, and he'll just head back to play. No, to go to the bench. Looks like he was heading back on D. Whitlow waiting for the rest of his cohort to join him on the offensive end. Now he just lets one rip from outside. Palata had to take a peek behind him. So the key to this game is 15th place in a 24-team event. As we work our way through this final day, it doesn't seem like it might be that huge of a deal, but it is. Andre Podrushek's shot is knocked away, but he's going to track down his own rebound. Takes a big bump there. Chris Blanco all over him, and the Res Dogs will head up floor. See, 15 teams get automatically invited back. If you finish among the top 15, you guarantee your spot in the tournament for next year. And the Res Dogs came last year, loved it. They're back here now, and they want to return. They want to bring more of their team, bring a full presence, and really make a push. There's Roger Weiss with some forechecking pressure. They get it over to Adam Yates. Nothing comes of that. We're still scoreless through 6.5 minutes of this first half. East New Mexico will work their way back forward. Comes Camille Turlick, shoots it, no problem for Nicholas. A little more trouble scooping it up than anything else. It does stay damp down where you can see the shadows. Obviously, they're going to be the damper spots. They take a little longer to dry. Driving forward is Thomas Bartek. He'll hand it off. Spinning attempt there from Aleš Hřebeský. Andre Drizal takes a shot. That one's going to be wide. It'll be an over and back. It is the 6th game of the tournament for both of these teams. Obviously, they're fairly short games, but that still adds up over the course of 4 days. A lot of lacrosse. A fair amount of social activity for a lot of the players. It's very much a social event, as well as an athletic event. Podrushek, hard shot, but it gets wide. It's going to get back over center. He tries to save it, can't avoid the over and back, and we're into the second half of the first half. Res Dogs completing their change as part of the offense goes to work. Giselle gets it stripped. Jakub Adam Yates going to hang on to it. He had Podrushek on the far side, opted not to go for that, didn't feel the pass was there. Gets instead to Camille Turlick. We're going to have a penalty coming in the slot. That'll be Yuji Ullman. Res Dogs did pick up about 6 or 7 Czech players for this tournament. Fill out their roster, give them some fresh legs, young legs. Has taken a bit of an adjustment, though, to get used to playing with each other. The younger Czech players, not with the same level of experience in lacrosse IQ as most of the Res Dogs players. It's a bit of an adjustment period for everyone. Ferdinand Fochu had it. He's going to sprint away from the double team coming after him. Can't quite connect with Thomas Bartek, but Bartek's going to fight back and try and get that one. Instead, it's going to be snagged away by Stepan Vesely. Podrushek brings it to the near side, and Turlick will survey the floor. Nicholas Adamiak driving through the lane, sending picks like a PT Cruiser. The boat, not the car. Giselle. Vince Cree's gonna go low to high. Squeaked through Palata. And they both realized it at once, so Cree and Adam Marachik both went sprinting after it. Malešice does come away with it. Malešice does play host to a number of games here at the tournament. Yesterday, there's just too many teams these days. Oh, Roger Weiss with the long reception. Great outlet pass. I think that was Giselle making the throw. Either way, it's a beautiful pass. Roger Weiss collects it, but Palata is able to turn it back aside. Penalty coming in the middle, holding the stick. Another power play opportunity for Res Dogs. Roger Weiss is going to start with it up top. One of the hardest shooters ever in the game of lacrosse. Roger Weiss. Vince Cree will flip it back out. LaForme's going to come to Weiss. He's directing traffic with his head. Wanted Whitlow to clear out a little bit. LaForme's going to blast it, stopped by Palata. It's loose in the crease. They're going to say a Res Dog step on the crease line. It'll be Malešice ball. Podrushek off to his offside, waiting for everyone to join him. Rudzak is saying, go on, go on. Go deep. Adamiets. 16 left on the penalty. It's about an 8-second difference, shot clock and penalty clock, but it was a little bit early. That gives the chance to the Res Dogs to go pursue a shot, but that pass doesn't connect. Podrushek's going to go for a run. Sorry, that's Mikhail Hushvar. Podrushek hands it off to Adamiets. Hard shot is wide. Low attempt there. Not sure who that is wearing the 34. There's no 34 on the roster at the moment for Malešice. And today's game actually is not active, as if you're looking on the website, which I encourage you to do, ahmemorial.cz. See all the scores, stats, standings. Oh, there it is. It's active. I just refreshed it as active because it doesn't go active right away if nobody's scoring. We're going to see who 34 for Malešice is. Filip Rolik. Okay. Aha, he was wearing the 31 before. Got it. Power play for Malešice coming into the final minute of this first half. So far, neither team demonstrating that they're determined to go and get that 15th spot and ensure their return to the tournament next year. I would think Malešice, as a local club, would get in anyway. I mean, I don't know, actually. But I would think their chances are pretty good to be in, so they should be okay. But Res Dogs definitely want to ensure that they are able to come back, able to enact their vision of stepping up, improving the team every year, coming and competing for a championship. Turlik. Big hit there. Solid check from Tyler Hill. Ullman spinning through some checks, fighting his way through traffic, loses the ball. Whew. And then there's got to be a cross check, a slash. Oh, okay. So it's Adamits, Jakubak Adamits. I thought it was going to be on Easy Ulman because he got his stick up right onto the helmet of a Malešice player. And as the half ends, Malešice will just ice the ball, and we'll take a quick break here at the 2025 Aleš Hřebeský Memorial. I'm Steven Stamp. Thanks for being with us. Right after this. Welcome back to Lacrosse Friends, to the 2025 Aleš Hřebeský Memorial, the 30th edition of this wonderful tournament. 26 seconds remain in the slashing penalty to Malešice. So it's big for Malešice to get that possession. This ball is snagged by Adam Malešice. They're going to be able to kill some time here. Roger Weiss is staying down the floor. He's got one of the Malešice players down with him, so it's a 3-on-4 in the offensive zone as Adamits spins away from a check from Vince Cree. He blasts his way through an attempted pick by Stepan Vesely. And the Res Dogs still have 12 seconds left. Roger Weiss takes a peek. We're going to see if they think they have time to take a shot without risking a breakaway the other way. Actually, they're not going to because they just got their 5th player on the floor. Quite a slow change. And now Matej Sukop is going to head right back to the bench. He was out there for about 4 seconds. Now there's going to be a tripping penalty. So Malešice is going to have their turn on the power play once the Res Dogs get possession. Long delay. Malešice taking their time. Podrushek trying to hit the cutter, didn't quite connect through the middle. So it's Cody Laforme heading off to the box, the manager. Oh, he's not the manager. Tanya Brandt is the manager. Assistant manager Sam Hill. And the coach is listed as Roger Weiss, obviously the player coach. And Reggie Dunlop of the Res Dogs. It's really quite warm this afternoon after pretty chilly couple of days with the rain. Not super uncomfortable, but definitely not warm. There's a big difference. It's the nature of playing in an outdoor rink. You're going to have some things to address. Oh, it's going to touch a res dog who's on the bench. Vince Cree trying to get his hand out of the way, but it just touched his glove. I'll give Malešice the ball. We're still scoreless after 17 and a half minutes in this 15th place game. Hard shot, but that's right in the chest protector of Nicholas. Actually got him in the collarbone. He's looking a little uncomfortable. I wasn't sure if he was wincing or not. But yeah, sometimes it just gets through to that collarbone, and that's a horrid place to get hit. Down to Dage, Nicholas shaking it off because it's going to be a little stretch. And the Res Dogs into the offensive end. We're back to even strength. Cody the form, fresh from the box. Figuring out which pass he wants to make because he's checked there by Daniel Hagen. The form goes down, but he gets it out to Roger Weiss. Scores! He was looking for a reset shot. I think he was offside late in the shot clock. I think he actually took a peek at the shot clock as he was heading over that way. He realized he needed to get one off fairly quickly, and he gets a beautiful shot. Just pings it off the leg pad of Palata. Oh no, you know, it's between, it is in that gap between the hand and the side. Wow. That, again, that's a power shot where Roger Weiss just shoots the ball so hard that it just finds its way, just barges its way through the gear of Palata for the first goal of the game. It's a save by Nicholas. Extended battle along the boards, still going on as Kozenplik thought he'd gotten out. He does eventually. Gets it ahead to Brandon Green Stiers, the face-off guy slash defender slash pretty much everything. Palata lands on top of that one. Ten-second count, good forecheck pressure by the Res Dogs. Yeah, it's definitely gonna be a crease violation there. Nice effort by Travis Whitlow, trying to follow up the shot and get that ball that was loose in the crease, but Malešice going the other way instead. Rolik tries to spin off a check, but he gets repelled. Heads back outside the restraining line. They had things rolling again. Here's Podrushek, isolated on the near side. Big hit on Adamietz. There's Tyler Hill laying it, and here goes Green Stiers. Basically just kind of dropped that ball towards the net, hoping to get a shot on net. Might sneak through as he was getting sturdily checked. Adamietz passes it out. Chance right on top of the crease. That shot just got away from Stepan Vesely. Slip up popping back up for Jakob Holy. Weiss leads the Res Dogs offense back into the fray. Ducks through one check. Headed towards the corner by the other through Adam Ratchek. And eventually Res Dogs just run out of time on the 30-second clock. Adamietz gets it from Podrushek. He'll set a pick. That's a big, solid pick. Nice save by Nicholas, but it goes straight to Podrushek. And another save. He'll land in the crease. Vince Cree and Podrushek getting into it. And Cree's going to get himself a penalty by grabbing the face mask of Podrushek. Cree is a bit volatile. I looked at this during this tournament, getting pretty feisty throughout. Vince Cree's not going to back away. So face masking for Cree, cross-checking for Petrushek. They got going. Petrushek was checked into the crease as he shot, was laying there. Didn't love the check, but it was fine. But then Vince Cree managed to station himself right over top so that he was standing above Petrushek, as Petrushek kind of tried to stand up, his head caught between the legs of Cree. Petrushek gave Cree a shove, pretty sturdy shove to the back, which led to Cree swinging his stick, and one thing led to another. And they're both in the box for a minute. We stay at 5-on-5. Coming up to the final 7 minutes of the second of 2 15-minute running time halves. There's a shot and a goal. It's Roger Weiss again. This time in a more traditional lefty shooter position. And again, the goaltender got some of it, just not enough. Oh, actually, no, Pilata got none of that. You see on that angle that Weiss just perfectly placed it just inside the post, between the post and the foot. Loved watching Roger Weiss play in was it Arena League or was it CLAX? I think it was Arena League. When he came back, he'd stopped playing in the NLL, the National Lacrosse League, and started playing in the basically semi-pro or minor league leading up to it within Six Nations. And he'd been known as a shooter in the pro game, and he kind of reinvented himself as a facilitator and became completely switched the way they played the game. I mean, he still had a lot of the same things that he could do, but he just became so he was a guy that they set up to just let it rip because you can see how he can shoot. But he really became a good passer, he's always been a student of the game and an IQ guy, but here's one the other way. And this is going to be Philip Rolik, showing he's got a pretty good sense of what to do out here. They do like their outside shots, and this is a nice bouncer. Rolik near side. Actually very similar in terms of the spot along the net that it went in. Just on the inside of that post. Getting the goalie a little bit off his post. And that one's going to get in as well. The short side is proving fruitful for both of these teams. On the run, Matej Sukup. Pilata's going to have to back to the basics a bit, make sure he's taking away that near side. Actually, I think on the back of the rear view, we're going to see Pilata, I think, is actually on his crease okay and starts to drift off just enough. Great fake to draw him off the post and then tuck it back inside. Petrushek comes up with possession. It's 3-1. Res Dogs are 4 minutes and 20 seconds away from assuring themselves a spot in the tournament next year, which they very much want. Penalty coming, delayed to the Res Dogs. It'll be scooped up there by Vince Cree. It's going to be a slashing call to Vince Cree. Under 4 minutes to go. Be a big penalty kill for the Res Dogs. Roger Weiss comes out. He's low with Chris Blanco in the two low spots. Ryan Schuler and Andre Giselle, the other two defenders, are up at the higher spots. That one's going to bounce to Nicholas. They did have one common opponent. Interesting that Malešice, there's a chance, but it gets away from Whitlow. Malešice played the Moon Bears in round robin play, as you mentioned earlier. The Malešice won 6-4. It's actually the only win of the tournament thus far. Nice effort by Whitlow. He's going to get a solid round of applause as he clears that one. You can see the fans that appreciate the finer points of the game. When the Res Dogs ran up against the Moon Bears, they wound up losing 9-3 in Their second straight loss after opening with a pair of wins. From that, you could extrapolate. Here we go. Adam Yates, what a beauty. Brendan Green-Stiers is saying that was an illegal pick. Why didn't you get the call? But Jakob Adam Yates drives to the net. Yeah, that's a pretty big pick. Green-Stiers has a point. Yeah, it's that second push, the extension of the arms. You could call that an illegal pick for sure. That's often the criteria that it'll come down to for officials, is that extension of the arms. But it's also a matter of pressure and how much pressure there is and how much you decide you want to stay up. How much effort you put into staying up as opposed to just dropping to the turf. We earned a stop time for these final 2 minutes, 1:47 to go. Playback is whistled back in. Malešice under some pressure, but they will get it up over center. Pass through the middle. Oh, nice save by Nicholas. And a pretty effective attempt there. Good catch by Camille Turlick. Oh, it looks like somebody's shaking up. Is it the goalie Nicholas, or is it? Yes. It is Nicholas. He's standing up. Seems to be okay. Down Nadage Nicholas will stay between the pipes. Kozumplek will hand it off and head to the bench. Vince Cree scores. Lovely little finish. I was busy watching the substitution pattern for the Res Dogs. I was counting over and over. Pretty sure they only had 4 guys. And then they sent 2, one from each end of the floor at the same time. But luckily for them, only one of them actually got out on the floor. I think somebody grabbed the one player who was coming in at the back gate. You can see Vince Cree. Nice pick, not overzealous, but I mean, he saw what was not called at the other end. He knows he can give a fairly hearty pick. Here's Green-Stiers going to take his time. Thought about heading the ball over to Drizel, but decided it wasn't really there what he was looking for. .40 seconds left. A 2-goal lead for the Res Dogs. You can hear them saying, use the time, take care of the ball. There's a shot and a save. It's going to be snagged there by Maracek. And we'll have some penalties. Green-Stiers for the Res Dogs. Extended conversation between Mikael Hushvar from Malešice and Brandon Green-Stiers. So they're going to get a minute apiece, plus 10. That'll definitely do it for them. 33 seconds left. Malešice needs to get 2 goals. Each team also has to send a player, their in-home player, over to serve the minor penalty, because once you get the misconduct, you're serving that, and the in-home has to go and do the minute for you. Adam Yates, what a rocket! Shoots over the Czech. Going to the forum, having a chat with one of his teammates. It's interesting because oh, here we go. We're going to watch this and just get this call here. As Adam Yates just rips that one. The forum gets out to give him a shove. Hustling out, but yeah, Coach of the forum was saying with the Czech kids, the Res Dogs none of the Res Dogs from Haudenosaunee speak Czech, and I don't know how good the English is on the young Czech players. They enjoy sharing the language of lacrosse, but they said it's a little different as Malešice takes its time out with 1 goal to get and 19 seconds to do it in. They have a chance here. But he was saying, it's tricky because they're not used to being yelled at. And he said, we're not yelling, we're not mad. We're passionate, and we talk about what's going on out there, and it can get loudish in there, and it's taking a bit of an adjustment. They're all getting used to each other. Cody the Form is pretty passionate right now out there, really adamantly trying to get the message across. Here's what we got to do. Here's what we got to do. Roger Weiss, same thing, giving some direction. And they're saying we're just all trying to communicate, work together. Malešice, a hard shot. It's wide. That's going to be an over and back. They have the empty net, but it's going to be over and back. It means Res Dogs will get it. Andre Giselle is racing down to get the ball for the restart. Over to Whitlow, and they're not going to bother putting this one in the empty net. They're just going to lob it up. Palata is going back, but Roger Weiss will have the ball in his stick as Res Dogs finish their 2025 Aleš Hřebeský Memorial and ensure themselves a spot right back here in Radotín in 2026. A 4-3 win. The games do tend to get close and exciting as we make our way later in the tournament. Teams are finding their level. This was a good one to finish up. The next game we'll see the German Shepherds, with many German national team players, up against Adler, which was a German-based team for years. It's kind of shifted a bit now. They've got Germans and Poles and Canadians. They're actually wrapping up. This is their final game as Adler at the Aleš Hřebeský Memorial. They will be ceding their spot to the Polish Panthers. That is their plan for next year. So the Wrocław Panthers, I believe actually is, will be coming. So looking forward to that. Thanks so much, lacrosse friends. I'm going to be back with lots more. We have our championship games building towards the championship game today, and we will talk to you very soon.
Pojď dál. Víš, že v Radotíně je spousta míst, kde můžeš sportovat? Stačí si vybrat. Badminton nebo plavání. Basket. Atletika. Beach volejbal. Gymnastika. Lacrosse. Akvatlon. Cyklistika. Plážový fotbal. Volejbal. Horolezení. Kuželky. Softball nebo tenis. Já už jsem si vybral. A co ty?